Shaquille O'Neal joins us now on the Rich Eisen Show. And what are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you wearing, Shaquille?
This is my Terminator look.
I mean,
I'll be back.
look at you. This is your Deion Sanders version. I mean, are you going to start marketing these glasses and selling them immediately, or are you going to meet me on the ski slopes?
Well, these are part of the Shaq brand, So
I don't need those.
Shaq eyewear everywhere. But no, Suzy, you woke me up.
Oh gosh, did Cynthia again basically set off the alarms in the hotel or in your house or wherever you are?
No, I knew I had a podcast with you. I knew that, but I didn't know it was today.
It's today. Hi.
You don't like? All right, hold on. So let me transform into Dr. O'Neal right quick then. I apologize.
No. I was Dr. Shuster earlier when I was giving therapy to all the Chargers people out there who are in pain. So, oh yeah, that's nice.
Better? Okay.
That looks cute.
Better?
You're skinny.
I know.
You look good.
Thank you.
Who's lost more weight, you or Charles?
Well, Charles, I guess.
Yeah, right. He's got
You know what? Charles is still skinny fat.
He's soft? Is that what you're saying, that he's soft?
Yeah, he's soft, yeah, because I see him in the locker room and be like, I thought you lost weight. No, but he looks good.
He does look good.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Let me ask you about the game ball thing. Do you have game balls? Did you ever want a ball after a game the way Giannis did the other night?
Yes, the birthday game ball, that was my ball. And whenever I broke out somebody's score record, I made sure that I got the ball.
So how many? Yeah,
I would think it would be an unwritten rule that if you're playing at home, the ball is yours.
Right?
Like Rick Carlisle made a great point. Rookie, first point. You definitely need a game ball for that. But they were in Milwaukee. So how can you come to somebody else's place and take their ball? That was my only thing with it. And so I always thought it was like a unwritten rule that if you're playing at your place, you get certain rights, you get certain precedences. So, but hey, 64 points, I probably would have had that same type of energy. What's
your favorite ball that you have?
Probably the birthday game ball. Because I don't know if you remember, we were playing the Clippers, so I had a party set up.
I remember.
And I was the promoter, so I was going to go in and I don't know if you're familiar with the term foul shave. You know what foul shave means?
No. Should I?
Yes, foul shave means when you don't feel like playing, you get two, 3 quick early fouls. So my plan was to foul shave, and we were playing the Clippers. I was like, Cole, you do it. But when I first got there, I asked for some extra tickets, and they charged me. I said, excuse me? Because I had people flying in town. I was like, hey, I need 30 tickets. And they came with the bill. I was like, y'all charging me for this? I was already upset. And then, the Clippers came out. I mean, because the Clippers never really beat us, but they came out that day and they were talking smack and all that. And the guys were looking at me, and I was like, all right, and I was just so upset. I was like, all right, just give me the damn ball and just watch me go to work. And then my good friend, we're good friends now, so I don't want to be disrespectful in the stories. I never knew Kareem was on their coaching staff. So I was running up and I was like, is that Kareem? And then Kareem was whispering into one of the center's ears. And I was like, oh, Kareem, you going to tell him to try? And then I got the ball and I did the sky hook, and Kareem never looked at me. And I was like, you know what? I have to make the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Just look. You can look at me and curse me out, but just look at me. He never looked at me. So I wanted to put on a show for him.
Wasn't that the night that Phil was mad at you because of the birthday party, that he thought you were paying more attention to your party than the game?
And I was. The statute of limitations is up, and I was.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was.
I remember that. I also thought, and I was curious about your thoughts of watching Giannis running around and just being so angry. I thought it was so out of character for him, but it almost reminded me of back in the day where Kobe was he thought he was the nice guy, then he had to kind of act a little bit more street because he thought it was going to give him more credit. But what was your thought on Giannis and his reaction after the game and the way he handled the whole game ball situation?
I don't have any thoughts. These guys, it's their time. I had my nice kingdom run. I try not to criticize the guys unless it's about basketball. I see a lot of guys, especially now, guys taking shots at Draymond. He needs help. He needs help. Draymond has always played like that. But back to Giannis, I love the way he plays the game. He's definitely a champion. He gets respect from me. And when you want something in your kingdom, you go after it. Again, I thought it was an unwritten rule that if you're at your place, everything comes to you. But, he probably thought Indiana was trying to be funny, right? Especially after that hard foul. So he was probably still upset after that. And, listen, you handle it how you handle it. It wasn't something that's going to get him suspended or something that's, but, I probably would have reacted the same way. I actually wouldn't have to react the same way because people know better. You know who I was in the NBA. People knew better not to cross me because I would have just met him at the bus. I'd be like, you know what? We're not going to do this in the arena, but everybody got to walk through that long tunnel and meet in that bus in the back, right there where they valet our cars. I'll be right there.
So you know what I went to go watch then because of that? I went to go watch the Rick Fox, Doug Christie video because I was covering. Yeah, you were wearing pajamas. I was covering the game that night, and you remember that Rick went to him, pushed him in the face, met him in the tunnel. Remember the Kings all cleared the bench. What do you remember from this game?
I remember when Rick pushed him, and Rick had his hands on him, like, back up, and he was looking at the ref. And Doug came with the uppercut. What I knew about Rick, he's Rick. Rick would not stop. See, a lot of people don't remember, Rick was my enforcer. Like when guys fouled me hard, I would whisper in Rick's ear, touch him up. So Rick, that was his job. So after the refs threw him out, Rick ran to the back. And I already knew what he was going to do. Like I knew he wasn't going to take a shower. So Jerome ran after Rick. I had the bad toe, so I kind of like walk. I did like the Olympic fast hip movement walk. So, when I got back there, Doug's wife, Doug Christie's wife, aimed her purse at me. And I was like, don't you hit me with that purse, lady. So, they got into it. And I remember because I wanted to knock out the Sacramento Kings bodyguard. We're cool now, but he was always, whenever we had our little fake scuffles, he was like always trying to be there. So him and Vladdy came back. So I mushed Vladdy once. And I mushed him twice. That's like baseball. That's strike one, strike two. Now, if you get to strike three, Vladdy, and then the other guy was like, calm down. I was like, if you touch me, I'm gonna break your jaw. And then, by that time, the red coach was all back there, but it was fun. Now, when I see the Sacramento Kings security guy, we just laugh at it.
Vladdy probably went back to the locker room and had a smoke and a vodka and went back out to finish the game.
But no.
Doug Christie's wife, you had to stay away from her. She did not want to have any part of anybody interviewing Doug Christie. You remember that? She was scary.
She had that purse cocked back. I was like, don't hit me with that purse. I'm telling you right now.
It's so crazy. Let's talk about Draymond a little bit more because I just think that Steve Kerr is the perfect coach for him because he has so much empathy for him. And even Rudy Gobert went on and talked yesterday about the empathy that he has for Draymond. But Shaq, maybe the indefinite suspension is the perfect opportunity for him
There is nothing wrong with Draymond. So y'all treating him like he's crazy. He's not crazy. He's been playing like this the whole time. The same way that got him 4 championships. Nothing wrong with him. That's the only thing I don't like about the situation. He needs help. He's been playing like this the whole time. How many texts does he average a year? How many times you see him going at the referee? This is the way he has to play to become Draymond Green. He said that. Nice guy, well-respected, very intelligent, probably has a job in his career after the game. Only mistake he made is he had his arms out like that. So when somebody's close to you and you spin, you're going to make contact. Did he say at that moment, all right, if you put your hands on my hip and punch you in the face? No, he didn't. I know that for a fact. He was just trying to flail, trying to get the call like he's been doing his whole career. Hey, man, hey, call for, and he just spun. He just made a bad decision, and he spun like this. If he would have spun like this, he probably would have made a little contact, but you did like this, and the guy was right behind you, so you're going to make contact. But for everybody to say he needs help, I'm not going to say that. This is the way he's been. That's the way Rodman has been his whole career to make him a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not going to say, oh, he need like, and what I really didn't like it is the big guy all on the ground. Get your big ass up. Get up. You ain't hit you that hard. Stop it. You sold the call. It's a foul. Get up. But I'm not going to sit here and say he needs help. No, I'm not. He don't need help. This is the way he's been playing. Okay, so you want him to come in and not be himself? That's never going to happen. I'll tell you that right now.
The one thing that Rodman did that was so smart, though, he would always make the other guy make the mistake first, and then he'd react. There was something about how he played that he'd set the trap. Like, he was so smart.
Yeah, but Rodman had a lot of stuff he was doing off the court. Draymond doesn't have that. So for people to say, oh, he needs help, what help are you talking about? I want to know. And then when you get one person saying it snowball effects. Oh, I hope he gets the help he needs. That's the way he's been playing. Since he came in the league, he's been going back and forth with the refs. He's been getting texts. He's been, making contact with people when they, hard fouls, whatever. A lot of people don't know he grew up around Detroit bad boys. And he said, hey, when I was 6'3", 6'4", this is the way I had to play for people to notice me. And it's earned him respect and it's earned him 4 championships. Now, all of a sudden, he needs help. But back when he was winning championships, nobody was saying anything. But now, all of a sudden, he needs help. That's the only problem I have with the thing. However, only mistake he made, he had his arms like this. And I don't know what type of call he was trying to sell, but when he turned around, he hit the guy in the face, a knockout blow that made the guy go. All that. Would you like to see it in slow motion?
Yes. Would you do that in slow motion, please, for all of us here on the Roku channel?
I like these Sidney Crawford look.
You like it today?
Yeah, all black, hair pulled back. Very, 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 very congressional professional.
Well, thank you so much. I just wanted to come correct for you, knowing that I had you on today. Congressional professional. Maybe I'll grill some senators when I get off today. I got time.
You look like the best mom
ever. Thank you, Shaquille.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yes, you did. You full of it. You're full of it. Hey, should we make fun of the Lakers for raising the banner, the in-season tournament banner? You like that, or you don't like it?
Again, this is not my time. These are the new rules.
Shaquille, don't you dare be judicious with words with me on this show. Whatever. It's ridiculous.
Not my time.
Okay,
whatever.
These are the new rules. And it's a championship, right? But you know what? The Lakers are smart. Whoever put out that press release is genius. It says, we're going to raise this banner, but it's going to be a different color than the other championship. That line right there was smart. I think they should raise it. It's the first inaugural in-season championship. I saw the celebration. I didn't know the celebration was going to be that big. But when I watched it on TV, I was saying to myself, wait, is this real? And then I asked Ernie, Kenny, and Chuck this question. I says, okay, so with this championship, let's just say a person wins 3 inaugural championships in a row, has a nice career. Does that make them a Hall of Famer and a great player? They couldn't answer. So can you answer that?
Mm-mm.
So if the Lakers win the inaugural championship and they don't win the big championship, does LeBron still have 5 rings?
I feel like it's like giving out.
Nobody says he has 5 rings now, though, right, Shaq?
Answer the question, best mom ever. Who's not talking? How come I can't see him?
That's Chris Brockman. Show him on the camera.
We're not giving LeBron credit for a ring here, are we? Hey, Shaq, how are you?
This is so lame. This is lame.
How you doing, brother?
This is lame. It's like giving out trophies for Little League where everyone gets a trophy. You get a trophy. You get a trophy. Win the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Christopher Eugene Brockman.
Don't leave out TJ. Don't leave out TJ. He'll be so disappointed. Throw TJ up. There he is.
Last time Shaq called with you, man, he thought I interrupted you, and he told me about myself. So I'm just kind of saying back. I don't want no publicity with the Diesel. You know what I mean?
Hello,
hey,
Teddy James. How are you, Teddy James?
Nice Thank you. I'm very well, Shaquille. Can I ask you a question, Shaq? Look, you built your entire career from the time time you were 16 on being the most dominant force we've ever seen in basketball. Do you remember one night in specific, though, where you went out there and it was just like they say the hoop was as big as the ocean and you just, I mean, I'm sure you had many nights where you just did whatever you wanted, but is there a game that stands out specifically where you were just like everything? Maybe it was drop touch passes. You know, you were dishing the ball a little. You were in your bag.
TJ, you're so cute. You sound nervous. This is cute. I like it.
I'm talking to Shaq,
I
man.
like it. It's
the
cute.
Diesel, man.
It's cute.
Well, to answer your questions, Teddy James, aka TJ, a lot of those games. And you know what? Suzy knows this. I wanted to be like a Tim Duncan. Like I wanted to be smooth in my game, but the double and the triple kept coming, so I had to be mean. Like I always had to be mean. So it started in high school, playing against his team, and they did that. Remember that old boxing one defense?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so when they put a guy in front, they put a guy behind you, and I had like 15 points, and my father was going crazy, went absolutely crazy. So I break away, I get a fast break, and I'm 6'11", but I'm not really dunking because I want to be smooth. So I go to finger roll it, and
like Dr. J, right?
Yes, yeah. I finger roll and I miss, and my father walks in the court in the middle of the game, time out. In the middle of the game, go outside. And he says, "What the F are you doing?" I say, "I'm just working on my Dr. J." And before the J came out, what? In front of everybody. He said, "F him. You need to be Shaq. You need to go out there and start dunking." So that's when I started dunking. So notice when I dunked mean. I wanted to break the rim. That's because I was always mad at him. But when I started doing that and people started like getting scared, I was like, oh, this is what he was talking like he always used to tell me dominate. And I always thought dominate meant a lot of points, a lot of rebounds, but he meant dominating all aspects of the game. So after he touched me up, I went back in the game and coach called the play and said, "Nah, forget that. Give me the ball." So every time I dunked, I would look at him and he would go. And then when I dunked, the crowd would go crazy because like I was dunking and kicking my legs up and trying to kick the defenders in the face. I was just so angry. And I was actually crying in the game. When I cried, I had a tear. I was just dunking. I had like 60 points. We won by like 90 points. And then after the game, we rode home. He didn't say nothing. He just opened the door and was like, "This is where you need to start playing or else." It's like, I don't want to get touched up every game. So I just start dunking and dunking and dunking. And that's where I got my signature Dunkman logo from.
Well, shout out to the Sarge for making you the Shaq that went out there and just did things that no one else could, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, babe.
You're a mom.
I am three times over.
Were we hard on Zion?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Suzy, you need to tell me I was hard on Zion.
I mean,
I didn't say anything about how he looks. But let me tell you why I didn't say anything about how he looks. I just said I sat there on the floor. He didn't run hard. He didn't step up into the challenge, and he didn't create easy points for himself. That's what I said.
Right.
Reason why I didn't get to the whole weight thing, because that's what you guys used to say about me. But the difference is my third championship, when I was a big guy, I still put up numbers, and I still did what I wanted to do, and I still won the championship. I never got into the whole weight thing. I don't think he's out of shape. You can't be out of shape playing like that. Like people always used to say, "You're out of shape." I'm like, how am I out of shape? And I'm the leading scorer in the league. I'm out of wrestling shape. Got 4 people jumping on me. I'm out of that shape, but I'm not out of that. I never got into that. I'm just saying.
But I think the difference was, Shaq, was that you, when you were bigger, I'll put it to you that way, you were still dominant and you still changed the outcome of the game. And I think it's different with Zion because it's just not the same. He's not racking every night. And you say that, sorry, go ahead.
I never questioned his shape because that would be hypocritical of me. I never said anything about his shape. I just said, that's Charles Lemon said he's out of weight. I never said that. Go back to that. I just said, again, when I saw him play, he didn't run hard. He acted like he didn't want it. Because before the game, I was saying, okay, the king, you got this young guy. I was looking forward to Zion coming and saying, "Now, LeBron, I'm coming. I'm about to take the league over." But when I'm watching the game, he only had 5 rebounds, looked like he didn't play hard. It just didn't look good. So now everybody's saying, you're being hard on him. Like, I try, when I go on these guys, I'm trying to give them hidden messages inside what I say, but I try not to go personal. I never say anything about his weight. He's a big guy. He's a big boned guy. He's been like that in high school and college. He can play like that. But if you're going to play, I think you should always step up to the challenge. So, Mom, you said I was being hard on Zion, and I have to skirt you, Mom.
I think you're being fair with him. I also think that you have to push a kid. Like, I'm not from LA where everything's perfect. You have to push a kid.
And that's all I was trying to do. Like, a lot of time when I say something, I actually want these guys to get mad because I want to see their reaction. If they don't get mad, I know they can't be got to.
You think other guys took it too far, like Stephen A?
Listen, those, again, it's not my time. Listen, that's their opinion, but I didn't want to go there because that's how they used to say the same thing about me. Oh, he's fat. He's out of shape. Right? He didn't come back prepared. He didn't work out in all season. I never needed to because I know I was going to do.
No, but you used to get pissed.
I did. But you always used to stick up for me. I appreciate you.
Thanks, honey. Before we go, Cowboys. You want to talk about Cowboys really quick? How you feeling about them?
You know what? I haven't been watching them, so I think I was their bad luck piece.
Why are you not watching?
Because they're winning. Like every time I watch, they don't win. So I'm just not going to watch. But I hear through the grapevine that they're doing very, very well. And what is their record?
What's their record, Chris?
10-3.
10-3?
10-3.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're really not watching, babe.
I'm not watching out, but I know we beat we beat them Eagles.
The Yardbirds.
Really quick, I want to show some great pictures of you from Shaka Claus because it means so much to me to show that side of you. So I want to throw up some photographs, but can you talk to me a little bit about how you use your time? And you walk into a room, Shaq, and you light it up, but it's also you put your money where your mouth is. So can you just talk to us a little bit about Shaka Claus?
So if you go back to a picture of you for a second.
Okay.
You see that sign right there, the best mom ever? I've seen you around your kids, and you are the perfect mom. And this is the same way I feel about my mother, Dr. Lucille O'Neal. So I have to acknowledge that she invented Shaka Claus by accident. 1992, she was at the Boys and Girls Club, and she was supposed to be speaking to 50 kids, but because it was Shaq's moms, everybody showed up. Parents, moms, there was like 1,000 people there. And a lot of the moms, when she was telling her single mom story, a lot of the moms came up to her. Oh my God, tell us how you did it. We have the same struggles growing up. And by the way, our kids are not getting anything for Christmas. Could you possibly help? And my mom never says no. So she called me, and I could hear a little bit of stress in her voice because she did something she never does. Trust me, my mom gets a beautiful allowance. But she called and said, baby, I need to borrow some money. And I was like, what's going on? She's like, I met some babies, and I want to get some toys for them. I said, okay, how many did you meet? She said, baby, there's like 1,000 kids there, but I don't want you to buy 1,000, I want you to buy some. I said, we can't do that. I'll take care of it. Because, I don't like to see my mom stress and struggle because she did that. And the day I became an NBA player, I told her, you're done. I don't want you working. I don't want you doing anything. I just want you relaxed. Thank you. Now let me take care of you. So me and Uncle Jerome, we didn't have a plan, Suzy. So we're riding home, and I see U-Haul, 1995. So I always got my guys with me. So it's 4 of us. I said, hey, go get some trucks. So we got 4 trucks. And we went into Toys R Us, and we wasn't shopping. We was just grabbing. Hey, get $50 because I wanted to make my mom proud. And then I called my mom and said, all right, we took care of it. What do you mean? I said, tell the people I'll be there tomorrow to practice, set up a stage area, get 2 chairs, one for me and one for you. And yeah, Mommy, can you go get 2 of those Santa Claus hats so we could sit there? And then we sat there. When the kids came in, they were going crazy. They were crying, and they were like, oh my God, bikes. And this was when the PlayStation, not PlayStation, but the Sega games were first hot. Like I bought like real toys. Mom was like, how did you do this? I was like, I didn't do it, you did it. And that was the first annual. And for 20 years straight, I did it by myself. And then Toys R Us called me one day and said, bro, you've been spending all this money at Toys R Us? Let us help you. And I was like, okay, cool. So I would continue to spend money. And then Toys R Us came along and we made it bigger. But this is her baby, and her and my father always taught me that if you can help someone in need, do that. I don't celebrate Christmas. Let me rephrase that. I tell my kids and my friends, don't get me a gift, because if you show me a movie where Santa receives the gifts, then I receive the gift. If I can make other people happy, especially kids who think they're not going to get anything, that does it for me. Because going back to the best mom ever, my mom watches TV all the time. And the reason why I've stayed mostly out of trouble, don't want to act like I'm perfect. I've get into trouble sometime and she'll call me. But the reason why I stayed mostly out of trouble is because when she's watching interviews like this or watching TV shows, I want her to have that continuous smile. Because it was a time from 5 to 13, I was a high-level juvenile delinquent with no plan, and she always worried. She always worried about me. But once my father gave me that Dr. J ball, because he told me, and I know I'm being long-winded, but these are stories that I think people can gather a lot from. 15 million people to 20 million kids will wake up on Christmas and not receive one gift. Mm-hmm. But since I was the man of the house, my father was like, son, you know, the job when it comes to a woman, is like, no, sir. It's like, you have to protect, provide, and love for your woman. And, you know, I got to take care of your mom. You know, you got, 4 sisters. I have to take care of them first. And I was like, okay, sir. He's like, so that means when I get the Barbies in the Barbie houses, I'm not going to have enough money, but I'll get you the next payday. I understood that because I love my sisters. And so one Christmas morning, 13 years old, this is the day I received my Superman Krypton powers. Kids wake up early, they're out there, oh my God, thank you. And I'm in the room because I'm not getting none. He already told me I'm not getting none, so I'm not going to go out there. So I'm laying in my bed, kind of crying. And he opens the door after all the noise simmered down, and he throws the ball, hitting around his tummy. Let's go play some ball. I was like, cool. He's like, now with that one, look at it. And it was an autographed Dr. J ball. And then, after that, after the kids kind of were going out playing, he's like, hey, meet me at the car at, 8 o'clock. Why? We're going to go watch Dr. J play. Madison Square Garden. At the top, Dr. J goes baseline, throws it down, crowd go crazy. I look at my father and I'm saying, sir, this is what I want to be when I grow up. And that day changed my life. But again, back to the Shaka Claus. Thank you, Mommy. I love you. I love you, Miss Suzy. I've always loved you and your husband. Love you, TJ. And what's the other guy's name? Tony?
Chris.
Chris Eugene.
Shaq.
Yeah, love you, Shaq.
Love you, buddy.
You're the man,
Shaq.
Thanks for your time.
You're the greatest.
All right, bye-bye.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.